Hey, my friends, it's your friend Kevin. Welcome, welcome, welcome to all of you. I'm grateful that you're here. I hope you're glad you're here. Let's get right on to it. This is your Divine Daily Blast. So, we're in an angel numerology number 8 day today, which I call success. But let me elaborate a little bit further on what exactly that means. So, it's an 8 day, which is really talking about abundance, prosperity, a day to be crowned with great business ideas. And the choices made today are in your favor. Get into the energies that the prayers you've been asking for have already been answered. An 8 day is a day of success, insightfulness, power, leadership, joy, and the knowingness that everything you put forth is coming into fruition for you. Keep feeling that energy coming to you. Use the King of Pentacles or the King of Earth, depending on what deck you're using. Call in Archangel Ariel. She's the bringer of abundance and the keeper of animals. Archangel Jophiel, the beauty of God and the bringer of joy. And if you want to, you can kind of invoke the planet of Jupiter, that big planet of expansion. But right now, off the top of my head, I don't know exactly where in the galaxy Jupiter is. What else can I tell you about today? We are on a full moon. So positive things are possible today because it's a powerful day. It's also a day to balance out any dreams that we want and to achieve and complete any tasks that may be on our to-do list. Prayers are answered. This day is a day to be grateful to Archangel Ariel and Jophiel, as well as your guardian angels. Now, many of you may have already survived the lunar eclipse. I was up early this morning and got to see it probably about 2 hours, 3 hours in to its cycle. And it was rather lovely because to me it didn't exactly look like a crescent moon. It just looked like half the moon was covered. And it was rather lovely to sit and watch as the entire cycle went through. And I was reminded, wow, most people, a lot of people, the majority of people are churning through the worrisome mind, not getting to even see or witness this incredible galactic energy of power to where the earth, us, where we are, where we inhabit, are right between these two massive planets, the sun and the moon. And from our vantage point, we get to watch these other two massive planets cross each other. That's incredible energy to be able to see it, to be witness to it, and be present to it. And I know that I'd rather be there doing that than sitting in the super sadness or worry or concern or anxiety or whatever those things are that don't necessarily have our best interests at heart. My isms today: we are somebody. I'm somebody, you're somebody, together we are somebody. We should be counted. I am always with my inner being and everything is wonderful. My inner being is part of who I am. My inner being, my higher being, my greater part of myself doesn't separate itself from me. It's that part we call upon when we're looking for greater guidance, bigger guidance, higher guidance. And the last one, I am generating and radiating the vibrational energy of joy, the vibrational energy of abundance, the vibrational energy of love. Oh, yes, I am. We have a message from Archangel Haniel. No accident. I didn't pull this card on purpose. I shuffled and she showed up. I am the angel of intuitive gifts. We're on this full moon in Virgo. Allow me to mentor you in embracing your psychic awareness. I completely trust my intuition, follow my guidance with excitement and confidence. We have to trust it. Our gut feeling, our intuition, is the one thing that's hardwired and we come into this world with. It's the one thing that's hardwired into our soul, and our soul comes to this existence and other existence with that intuition. Archangel Raphael is asking us to trust our spiritual vision this week. In his activation affirmation, I trust my inner vision. Close your eyes down, put your feet flat on the floor, take 3 deep breaths into the depths of your soul. As you exhale, release anything and everything that is standing in your way of greatness, standing in your way of success, standing in your way of getting what you want. And even if that starts kvetching up, the negativity, the difficulty, the challenges, it's meant to pop up for you to put pay to it. Let it go. Our blue beings, the extraterrestrial types of energies that float between the realms and in and out of the universe, are here all week too, reminding us that the wounds of the past are being healed, charging us up and bringing us that all-important information through spiritual vision, through intuitive feelings, through those energetic channels. Trusting your intuition, particularly on this full moon, is vitally important, I think. According to Yasmin Boland's daily moon diary, it's such a perfect day. The full moon eclipse in the sign of Virgo is asking us to find a balance between being dreamy and getting all our jobs done. Positive things can happen rather quickly right now. I know myself, I've got to do my homework. I've got to finish up some of the monthly spiritual tasks I am not finished with. I've got to get to the cleaning and the tidying and the organizing of my desk, of my desires. All right, Gertrude Beatrice, I'm shuffling away. Could you bring me a sort of like card for the day? Where are you? I'm trying to close my eyes down to see you. They're saying they're here. They're saying we're hiding in plain sight. I'm getting a picture of one of those mazes, like the ones you see in medieval visions. They're saying it's a little bit like sorting through the curiosity of your mind and being curious where each pathway and each avenue leads, is what they're telling me. Being curious about how you're going to get from where you're going to where you are to where you want to go. Oh, follow the path. Oh, so the maze, for those of you who have ever been in a maze, is confusing. It can be exasperating, but you've got to trust your intuition to get through it. And the other message is to take the path of very least resistance. Follow the easiest path to getting there. And Beatrice is saying, many times we make things more difficult to us based on what other people think, feel, and know. We're being told constantly what to do, what to feel, what to see, what to smell, where to go. And ultimately, it's up to us. Okay, here's the card. Let's see what this card brings. Thank you, Gertrude. Thank you, Beatrice. Let it go. Again, this is the second time this week this card has popped up. The situation no longer serves you. Allow me to sever your energetic connections to the past so you can embrace the future. Severing your energetic connections to the past is any energy that has formed around things that you've done, things you may have come upon. That can be also people. We had this conversation in a group last night that talked about other people are really uncomfortable with the changes we're making. There's an assumption that the changes that you and I are going to make, or we're going to make, or whoever's going to make these changes, will affect them. So look at this a little bit differently. If we walk into each and every situation of change with the onset that those around us are going to be affected one way or the other, not on purpose. However, they're going to be affected by the changes we make, which the ego would say, well, that's our changes, we're sticking to it, so be it, so shall it be. And that's healthy. If we come from the mental intuitive onset, somebody else is going to have a response. Doesn't have to be positive or negative, but it's going to be a response. Then we've got two choices. Make the plan that's right for us, following our inner vision and our intuition. Start to make plans to move in that direction, and we'll pretty quickly know if it's the right direction or the wrong direction. The universe has a way of steering us correctly. Taking the path of least resistance means the easy way forward. And when we begin to put those plans in place, and they begin to come into fruition, when they begin to bloom open, then we know that pathway forward seems to be clean and clear. And there's no linear time involved in this. It can take a weekend, a day, an hour, or months. As long as we keep focusing and allowing the maze of the mind to work through the obstacles that are coming up, releasing and letting go of all the negativity from the past that got in our way before, then once we've made the decision and we're going to pull the button and say go, the go button, another person's reaction to it becomes less concerning, less of a challenge. However, if we begin to ponder and project and speak out loud what we're doing, how we're doing it, and there's a subtle difference between keeping secrets and being discerning. When we deliberately keep secrets with the intent that we don't want these people to know what we're doing because we know that they'll react and they'll have a problem, this is what we typically do. That's ego. That's ego. That's what we've been taught. That's what we watch. That's what we see. It's what we pick up. However, we scrap that, let all that go, and come from that place of, wouldn't it be interesting to do this? Wouldn't it be interesting to go there? Wouldn't it be interesting to discover this thing, that thing, the other thing? The small incremental changes that we make over a period of time, little by little, bit by bit, piece by piece, we do easily without any problem at all. The bigger decisions, like movement, big changes, changing jobs, changing careers, changing friendships, changing circles of influence. Oh, now we're going into some territory that other people may have a problem with it. That's also ego, because ego wants to stick in the fear and stick in the mud. Curiosity and adventure is how we grow. So we start all of our new plans with, would it not be interesting to do this? Would it not be interesting to do that? I'm curious about what this would feel like. I'm curious about what that would feel like. And then you go into, where's that thing? Completely trusting your intuition. And you go into, where is it? activating your inner vision. And you begin to meditate and ponder and let the juices of creativity flow. Everything that's lined up for your highest good, because you're with your higher being, is going to be projected to you. It's going to come forward to you. I'm hoping I'm making sense with this. We should be concerned with the people we care about and how they're going to be affected. However, if we already know our intuitive vision says this is going to get a bit of a reaction, so-and-so is going to kick off, whatever that looks like, whatever that is, if it has this negative kind of slant, if that's what we're saying, if that's what we believe, if that's what we're assuming, then whoosh, that rocket goes up. And that energy gets created. And that slows down the process of creativity. I've done it. And then when I've realized I've done it, I stop it. Because realizing I did it, realizing the response to it, gets me in this place of, okay, I'm just going to go with it. Everything we do and achieve and everything we create starts with a vision. Starts with an intention. And then it blossoms from there. Every bulb we plant starts in the dirt and begins to grow in the heat and the warmth and finds its way to the sunshine of the joy. Just using that as an analogy. All right. Enjoy this full moon. Enjoy the organization part and the taskmaster of Virgo, which is where the full moon is. And know that from the next 14 days, we are releasing and letting go of anything that doesn't serve us. Until tomorrow. Lots of love. Bye for now.